Hey guys, it's Thomas, and I just wanted to shoot a quick video to cover the new features in Clickjacker 3.0. I know I told you guys this would be out on Thursday, which is today, and at the time, I guess I didn't realize it was Halloween, so you can catch up at any time whenever you have the time. I'm just going to cover the new features in this video. There's a couple other overview videos in the member area, so if you just pick this up, check those out as well. But this is just going to cover what's new in 3.0 that we didn't necessarily have in the previous versions. All right, so over here on the left, I have my Clickjacker menu right here. And let's start with the All Campaigns tab. You'll see we have a new option up here in red. It says Bulk Reset. Actually, two new options, Bulk Reset and Generate RSS Feed. Now, the bulk reset, you want to be careful not to hit that by accident because it will wipe out all your stats here and reset them back to 0, okay? And a lot of people requested that, though, because as you build up all these campaigns, let's say you start a new traffic source or something, you might want to reset all of them at once. So we did add that feature here. Now, the Generate RSS Feed is something new. And actually, this will create a XML feed, which is just a type of programming language that you can submit to different ping services. There's also some software out there too that looks for RSS feeds and can send out your pages to all these different places all over the internet. So it's kind of a way to distribute content. And again, it was something that people were requesting, and we added it here. So all you have to do to create that is just click the Generate RSS Feed link right there, and it will take just, really, you saw it was just a split second, and I actually have quite a few campaigns in here. There's 7 pages of these, and then it puts the URL right here, so you can just copy and paste that. When you visit it, here's all the RSS feeds, and you can see I don't really have a lot of descriptions in here. There's a couple, but depending on how you have your campaign set up, that will be more detailed. Let's go ahead and look at the Add Campaign tab, and this is where we really added quite a few features that kind of make this a much more powerful plugin. The main thing I've been focusing on through all the updates is really just creating a solid plugin that doesn't have a lot of frills, but will give you a lot of power for what it does do. So, for example, we used to be able to, a lot of people started using this with paid traffic now that we have over 3,500 customers. Quite a few of them are using this with different forms of paid traffic like Facebook or Google AdWords, Bing ads. Actually, probably not Google AdWords so much. If you are, I almost wouldn't recommend that, but if you're making money with it, go ahead. But one thing when you submit these campaigns, especially to sites like Bing, they have what's called a quality score, and they judge your page when you're submitting it for paid traffic based on how relevant it is to whatever you're advertising. Now, with the previous versions of Clickjacker, we didn't have any metadata, it's called. So the pages were getting real low quality scores, and that means you have to pay more. Well, in the newest one, we have this Include Metadata option right here. And you can see it gives us quite a few fields here. We have the page title, keywords, meta description, and you can even type extra text that will show up on the page. The other thing you can use this extra text for is if a lot of you people are using trackers and stuff like that. I use them myself. I use CPV Lab. You can put the CPV Lab code that it gives you that has to go on all your landing pages in here, and it will add that code below all the content. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to go into one of the campaigns. Let's do the Dr. Oz Garcinia. Let's see. Let's do this Grand Theft Auto 5 one. All right. Now I'm going to say include metadata, and this destination URL, I'm not really familiar with it, so I'm just going to change it for now just for the example, and I'm going to use target.com, okay? And one of the options you see, it has this button that says load metadata from destination. So it's actually going to pull all the information from the target.com website or whatever page we have. And it's going to load that data into all these fields right here. See that? So it's got the keywords they're using, the page title, and the description all here. So basically we're mirroring whatever page we would be using as a landing page. We'll have the same metadata. Obviously that's going to give you an extremely high quality score. If you want to modify it a little bit and change it to whatever you like, you can do that. Some of the pages might not have that information. That just means they don't have it on their page, and you can just fill it in here. And as always, we have these little help icons here to tell you what goes in these fields. Okay? Finally, you have the long description, so you could say, you know, buy Halloween candy at Target this year, right? Again, if you have any codes that come in from your tracking, you can paste those in here. So it'll just be like whatever your code is, you know. Well, anyway, it'll look something like that, right? Obviously, it'll have a source and whatever else. But anyway, you get the idea. So those tracking codes go in here, and then you can save it. The other option that we added here and that's new, I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this so it cleans it up, makes it a little easier to read. Oh yeah, this was a big one. People that are doing Facebook, they don't allow exit pop-ups, neither does Bing and a lot of other sites. So you did have the option to enable stealth mode, which, you know, I told some people through support you can just check that. But let's say you're doing Bing or something like that and you still want the tracking, but you don't want the exit pop-up, right? You can have the stealth mode on. We added this new feature that says disable exit pop-up right here. So this will actually be a good example. So we have Target. I have some Grand Theft Auto image. Let's just preview this again. And so, you know, in that last example, when we close this and I said wait before you leave, right now we're using a pop-up image instead of that redirect. I changed that. So close this. And now when I close this, it will just close. See that? So definitely something that a lot of people requested and will certainly help you in getting things approved. All right, well, I really don't want to take too much time in this video because, you know, I'm recording this on a high resolution screen. It's going to be a huge video size. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I just wanted to cover the new features with you. We have that redirect on exit, the metadata, of course, which is a big thing. And the other big thing that we're adding is that RSS feed. So those of you that are going to be using that to either increase your search engine rankings or, you know, however else you want to use that, you have that option. All right. And again, bulk reset to reset all your statistics, which I don't want to do because I want to keep these stats for other stuff. So, all right. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, support@beachhousemarketing.com, and have a good day.